This is Andrew.
This is a very angry individual.
I mean, that's nothing new. That's pretty difficult.
Screw you, buddy.
Where's that?
Don't know.
Whatever. Sure.
Not really my
Sounded
problem.
like somebody screamed, though, so apparently they killed him.
Okay, primer.
Ah, yes, primer.
Primal.
Right.
Primal.
Primer.
Primus. Optimus. Optimus Primus.
Alright, so Transformers. No, primer.
Transform into
Primer.
a headshot. Oh, come on, dude. An explosion went off. Like, that's not cool.
As I recall, it works a lot like most of the theories of time travel that I've seen, in that if there's a device that allows for time travel, the furthest back you could theoretically ever go would be since the device was first turned on, for one thing.
Okay.
And they build it, and then there's, it introduces multiple versions of themselves that they need to avoid, like, which that part gets touched up in, like, Back to the Future, where he has to avoid his past self.
Yeah.
It's just very cerebral. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I don't remember everything. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Cerebral, like, it's clearly, like...
It makes you think.
Not just that it makes you think, it's very, it basically...
Well, okay, cerebral would imply it makes you think.
Yes, okay.
I mean, right? What else would it imply if...
I guess, like, it makes you think, it's something like, you're going to be sitting there thinking about the moral or whatever afterwards, or we'll just look, it's just very technically dense, because, like, quote-unquote realism was, like, the primary goal of it. It's not a bad movie, I just don't think I'd ever go back and watch it again. But, I mean, it's super impressive that they did it on an incredibly tiny budget, and apparently their budget was literally $7,000 to make this movie. And it was just two guys that did it.
The more you the more you talk about it, the more confused I am.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because cerebral to me just does not. I guess for me personally, it doesn't seem like it means the same thing that it would to you. Because cerebral, in my sense, would just be like, oh, well, it just makes you think a lot.
Well, whatever. No, like I said, it's not I don't think it was a bad movie, it's just a hard... It's definitely not a movie that people are gonna, sit down and expect normal time travel stuff and have a good time with it. But it's not a bad movie by any stretch.
No. Well, I don't think a lot of people really understand quote-unquote normal time travel stuff.
Well, time travel is inherently a very hard thing to
Looks like we missed our chance.
do, just because
on the other side of the harbor. Come on.
Like, it inherently opens up so many potential for paradoxes and everything else that
Swing around and come back and pick me
it's so difficult. So
Okay.
Why don't you just swing around and just pick me up?
I just want to, stay here and get some more footage. I'll be safe.
I cannot believe
All right,
that she's this eager to
stay
stay
put.
to do this.
Why?
I don't know, just...
She hasn't needed him this far. She got along perfectly fine without him.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
There's no reason for her to come with me. I don't understand why you feel like there is. She's awesome.
Oh, yeah, Elena is awesome. She's my favorite character in the game.
I'm like, I obviously want her to come with me, but if she don't want to go, then hey, whatever, dude. That's your deal. You have fun. You can take care of yourself. And it's good that she didn't come with me.
Naturally.
I mean, I hit the X button.
There you go. You're fine, see?
It keeps telling me to hit it, though.
I assume to help him pull himself up. Now you're just doing jumping jacks.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, come on, really?
That makes sense. Hey, reload.
I mean, I guess that actually does. Given all the noise he just made, I suppose it makes sense there'd be a bunch of guys there.
Oh, whatever. That totally should have counted.
Damn it.
Okay. Dang it.
Yeah, he immediately went from, alright, I'm ready. Aw, crap.
No. Okay. It's on the other side of the harbor. Oh, why don't you just swing around and then pick me up? I'm like, you got it. Oh, well, how am I going to do this? Oh. Just like that.
Yeah. And he just face plants.
Oh. Oh, come on. Really?
I mean, given how stingy it is with checkpoints, this does not surprise me.
No, it doesn't surprise me either. That's just stupid.
I do like how you're just not even going to try it. What is that, Nate?
I don't know. He's just doing whatever he wants.
He's just doing his thing, I guess, yeah.
Now, the real question is, where do I go?
You jump across. You just jumped too soon last time.
I mean, okay. I don't think you can actually jump across. Because I hit the jump button, and it did not care. And it's definitely a farther distance away. Yeah, I don't care about... Well, that was like this,
But look at the hint. What's this got to say? Well, I guess.
I mean, that was just... I broke the game somehow. It wasn't supposed to work that way.
Okay. Anyway, yeah.
There was this movie that I was watching that was... It was about that... newspaper article that came out like a long time ago where someone was like, hey, you know, I've done time travel before, you know, come with me or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
I need all this stuff to build this machine. And it was sort of like, you know, obviously, you know, spoilers or whatever, but at the end of the movie, they activate the machine, and you don't really... Like, the police catch up with them and everything, but you never really find out, like, what happened to them. And I kind of liked that, because it was...
This is a good shot.
apparently not good enough.
Okay, well, it looked like it was a good shot, but then, yeah, apparently it didn't work out. That was definitely a good shot. And he went flying with maximum velocity.
Maximum.
Every time we talk about random, like, obscure indie movies that we've watched or whatever, I always go back to that Troll movie.
Oh, Troll Hunter?
That was legitimately really
Troll
good.
Hunter is amazing.
I was
I love that movie.
Chris was like, you need to watch this, and we sat down and watched it, and I was not ready for it to be nearly as good as it was.
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be like, we need to watch this because it's stupid funny, like when we were going to do Robot.
No, we need to watch this because it's amazing.
It was really,
Okay,
really
he
good.
stood up. I would have had the headshot. Oh. What? Who's shooting
On
it?
the left there.
Oh boy.
I mean, there was no one to the left of me.
Oh well, at least you're right here.
Yeah, literally exactly where I started. Oh well, at least you
I mean,
made
as opposed to
zero
like having to make
progress.
that jump again and stuff.
Oh, I forgot. I don't care about that jump. That jump is nothing to me.
There you
Yeah,
go.
see, you can take out the fat guys.
All right. But yeah,
I think I got it. No,
No.
I didn't.
the Troll Hunters was legitimately really interesting in a way that I was not prepared for.
Oh yeah, it's such a good movie. I really like. If you have not seen Troll Hunter, you absolutely have to watch it because it is so good.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix, and I could not recommend it enough.
Yeah. I thought this was going to be like when we watch Robo Geisha, you know, oh, this movie's so dumb, let's watch it and laugh at it. No.
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 It was so
real.
good.
Yeah. Whereas Robo Geisha was legitimately extremely stupid. Except for the part where, you know, she's like sliding up the side of the building with like rocket skates and so, or whatever, like rocket tank treads. Obviously that was a masterpiece of cinema.
Oh yeah.
And Tengu Milk, which we still quote.
He was trying to throw a grenade. But no, it was kind of all about.
It was one of those like fake documentary.
And then like he ends up stealing stuff, and like both of them have a reason to go back in time, but neither of them know if they're actually gonna make it or not. It's just it was a really fun watch.
Do you happen to know what this was called?
No, I'd have to go back and watch it, but
Because that actually does sound kind of interesting.
like the news, it was just like you had to have seen because it was all over the internet. There was a newspaper clipping
No, I remember that.
of somebody that was like, yeah, you know, went back in time before, we'll be activating machine again, don't know what's going to happen, bring, like, help or something. I don't know if it was just... I don't know if that came out and then they were like, well, let me make a movie based off of this concept. Or like...
That was some kind of quiet advertising or something?
It could have been like some sort of hype about the movie.
Yeah.
But considering it wasn't like a big blockbuster movie, I don't really know. But then I know that there are indie movies that have done that sort of stuff before, where it's like, I'm gonna make this little thing that like no one really is aware of, and then I'm gonna release a movie later, and people are like, oh hey, you know, because it went viral or whatever.
Right.
That was sort of like, I mean, it's not indie at all. But Aqua Teen Hunger Force did something like that in Seattle.
And they got all that. Like,
Yeah, they got in super trouble
the bomb
because
squad stuff, yeah.
because Seattle had no clue what was going on, and they're like, yeah,
Boston,
you
actually.
guys,
Yeah, whatever town it was, they were like, yeah, kid.
you can't do that because it freaked everyone out.
Yeah. While Chris tries to snipe this guy, we will continue this in the next episode.
I mean, let me at least snipe the guy.
Okay. Maybe like shoot his leg or something rather than trying to hit
Screw
his
that.
for that reason.
What am I supposed to do? What do you want from me? We'll shoot him in the leg and then he'll be perfectly fine because that's how this game works? It doesn't make any sense. Next episode.
See you next time.